It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Lumen Field. Returnable from the 1. This makes it up to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Hoping out spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Let's go now.
Throwing now off the play action. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying.
Trying to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
I really do like that call. Knowing you still got another down to work with coming up, good change of pace. And that defense now, got to be honest, you don't know who's going to touch it where.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10.
Over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Big gain downfield. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return starts at the 3. Things going well so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Ready, set.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Cougar 19. Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
His first throw is an interception. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
They go play action on 1st down. Going all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Reek Woolen. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. Sends this to the end zone. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Throwing on second. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
To the air on third and long. Well, he put everything he's got behind it. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Am I seeing this correctly? This punt is being returned from inside his own end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Browns get there and take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
And this? Well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. That's also going to bring up third down.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. Following the false start penalty, here's third down and longer.
79 Broncos. 70 Lions.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He has it at the 22. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, Judkins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. Going from the gun here. Taking a chance to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
He'll air it out on third. Completed to his running back. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal. So instead they're going for this on 4th down. They're going to try to throw for it. Into a crowd and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Julian Love. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He's going to field this at the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Gets everything he has under this one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That is Nick Emmanwori. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Milrow with it on first. On him quick, and they bring him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Viking 18. Ready, ready.
Toss play. This is Walker. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 21-14 our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 3rd down and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Wide open down the field, and he has it. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The charisma state, we will pass. The paper baby life is on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Judkins running between the tackles. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Ready.
Drive begins with a Walker run. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
This is Walker on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On the jump.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60.
Milrow from the gun. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner, and it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights, and the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Judkins up the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Another game to Judkins. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The set forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Passing downfield, working the left. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. 1st down, play action. Escapes the pocket. On target here to Njoku. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
On the give, here's Judkins. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Judkins. Will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Offense to the line fast.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bass's kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. Nice effort here, and they're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
On the gun, Milroe. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ready?
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
Come on, roll, go.
Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And that'll hit and get out of bounds. Ooh, left some meat on the bone with that one.
At their own 36-yard line.
One last play before the break. Handoff now to Judkins. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Panther 11.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Here's Milroe to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 18, pioneer. Let go.
Throwing now, Milroe. Buys time, rolling right. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
He's going to throw it. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks take it away once this game. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Take over first and 10 at the 29.
Walker now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
To the air, Milrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready? Bravo 80. Ready?
They give up the gut to Walker. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. Not a good effort there. They're going to bring him down just beyond the 10. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Judkins. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he's really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another one for Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down run from Judkins. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll go, Judkins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
They go play action on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's a Browns first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Working now from the gun. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Set to throw. Hits his running back. He goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He lofts it deep right side. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Browns 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He put everything he had into this one. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Rucker on 1st down. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead.